The natural resources are from Venezuela, belong to Venezuelan people, not Elon Musk. They don't belong to Goliath. So then the economy is growing, the real economy is growing. 8% the first semester. I said the projection of 2025 is 8% more. And if the first semester, which is a low semester, above all January, February, March, the activity is lower, you know that. And if we grew 8%, what will be the second semester? Yesterday, the CEPAL, the Economic Commission for Latin America, recalculated, because they have recalculated the growth, the economic growth of Venezuela, 2024 in 4%. Yesterday they said no, that the numbers were moved and now it's 5%. It's a good news for us, but I have a much better news for them. You know, put the batteries, because the growth of Venezuela this year will be over 8%, because now the first semester we have already a force now, a very beautiful impulse, spectacular impulse of 8%. And one of the engines, we define 18 engines of work and growth. One of the engines, one of the main engines, you know what is? Nothing else than that the engine of entrepreneurship that in the first semester grew 15%, all the entrepreneurs' engine, 15%. And what do we do to grow, to keep growing? We have to work professionally, scientifically, seriously. That is what we've been doing so far, that the financing is moving, that the products moves on the market, facilitating that you can start exporting to support you. Support the sector, the entrepreneur sector, both the public bank, the public programs, but also the private bank has to contribute. I committed myself to deliver $1 million from August to August 2025, and we have to commit and fulfill 1 million for 1 million more of dreams, for 1 more million of entrepreneurship. Look, the path 2021. We were on the pandemic, everybody with their masks. And the 15th of October, the day that Celia's birthday, they approved in the National Assembly the law for the promotion of the development of new entrepreneurship, 15th October 2021. It was very early. Afterwards, November the 10th, 2021, almost 3 years ago, we launched officially the National Registry of Entrepreneurship and the program to do business together, which have been developed with a good footing, 10th of November. That is to say, less than a month in the same 2021 that we had approved the law. Now we have 1,459,000 businessmen in this program, in the registry, in the National Registry. We are at a good pace. And I'm sure that we will reach 3 million, 4 million entrepreneurs in the next years, 2025, 2026. 9th of February 2022. We were starting almost to start vaccinating. February, April, they started the vaccines. Who of you took a vaccine for COVID? Everybody. And you went well. So the vaccine was not bad. No, because we just brought the best vaccine in the world. We brought the vaccine from China, Russia, and Cuba, which didn't have any collateral effects, negative collateral effects. 9 February, we launched the 4-axis formation, funding, and unfair. On the 22nd of April, it was created the National Fund for the Entrepreneurs, with a capital, a seed capital, Fonile, creating things, because that's what I learned from Chavez when has to start betting in the same direction. Because all of a sudden, of 5 bets, you win 3 or 1, or perhaps in this case, we just win in all of them. Then afterwards, we created Credit Women and Credit Vida, the one that you have in the Venezuelan bank, the 22 April 2022, 3 August 2022. We exonerated in all the inscription rates in the different public institutions, Social Security Institute, 15 ministries of labor, to promote the formalization process. You asked for that. The same 3 August of 2022, the creation of the Entrepreneur Digital Zone with the Bank of Venezuela. The same 3 August 2022, the installation of the Halls of Attention for Entrepreneurs. 22 February 2023, we were already out of the pandemic. We were free of pandemic. Venezuela was one of the first countries that flexibilized everything when we had quarantine. There was a voluntary quarantine. Things have to be volunteer here. Unconscious, or they are or they are not. You say there's a pandemic, we're going to take care of ourselves, so we have the medicines here. So you put on the mask, 7 days we took care, and 7 days we were flexible. And then it was in the hands of the people. In other countries, it was forced, it was compulsory. They just persecuted people, they put it in prison. Well, February the 22, 2023, exoneration of payment of procedures, the same as the formulas for the entrepreneurship on the 28th of June 2023, exoneration of rates for the registry of patent for entrepreneurs in the registry of intellectual registry. On July 18 this year, it's a few days ago, extension of the validity for 2 years of the certificate of the National Registry of Entrepreneur. It was also requested by you with a legal reform. And today, I'm going to proceed to sign this resolution, this presidential resolution, where I establish that is extended the program Export Easy, so that 221 offices of Ipostel are specialized and give all the support for the procedures and for the export of the work. Here, we have it here. Signed, the resolution is signed already. Export Fácil, Export Easy. And let's follow up now, given the steps to move on. Today we have a number of funding that we have to deliver within the August fundings, financing, attention of 3 banks, from 3 banks. The Digital Bank of Workers that is going to deliver the first funding. The Venezuelan Bank that is continuous delivering its financing. And the Treasury Bank. I have the button here because we have to continue. Look, the best money, the best currency, public bankers, comrades, President of Bank of Venezuela, President of the Bank of Workers, President of Bank of the Treasury. The best currency, the best money that can be lent to finance projects in all the economy of Venezuela. I know it, and I assure you, and I believe it, is the money that is given and that is to fund entrepreneurs in this country. So I proceed now to release 17,020 financing today, 15 August 2024. Those financing are now released so that they reach you. And that you are able to transform and turn all this funding into work, products. Because you have to understand well that what we're doing here is for the economy to work well. Because the economy is working, is working well each day, defeating the hyperinflation. We're going to level of inflation, a minimum level of inflation in Venezuela. We're winning over that war. We're winning the battle of growing the real economy with low inflation, demonstrating to Milei that he's a failure as an economist, as president of Argentina, and also taking all variables of the economy, the democratization of credit, the payment and the timely payment to credits. You pay 99% of the financing that is given to entrepreneur. You pay it, and that money is good for new financing. It's a win-win. Win-to-win. Así se dice. Win-win. Win-win. The economy then, with a new model, a very new productive model, growing the trade, the internal trade, strengthening the internal market. Venezuela has an internal market very powerful with capacity of consumption, which is increasing the activity, the industrial activity. The heavy industry Venezuela was stricken by the sanctions, is also going up. Whoever is listening to me, industrialists of this country, you know that you are doing better, and what is coming is much better still. We're going up in the industry also. But I've been saying so far that we are doing, what are we doing with the entrepreneurship? Thousands of engines. Because you know, when you have an activity of a manufacturing activity or a trade activity or an entrepreneur in relation to foodstuff, you have to take raw materials. And that raw material is, you have to look for them in the country. So the industry, the agriculture sector has to produce, has to activate at full. Because if you have a business of empanadas, arepas, you have to buy the flour here. Monthly, you have to buy 100, 200. It's production, national production. So then it's a chain, it's a virtuous chain of work of production, commercialization, consumption. And then you have to generate generate employees, labor, jobs with good income. So you as entrepreneurs and people that are working with you have good income to improve their own life, quality of life. And then you generate, if we have 1,400,000 new entrepreneurs, certified entrepreneurs, how many employees, how many jobs could you generate? 2 million. At least you would generate new jobs. So it's a circuit, it's a cycle of generation of products, generation of economic wealth, generation of employment with good income, increase of the quality of life of many people. So where are you doing that? In your land, in Venezuela, the land of opportunities. And you're doing it, as I said, all the migrants who want to come back. Okay, come back with the project. Most of them are actually outside. I know it because they write to me. And the mission come back to our homeland is so that they can come back here They are overexploited outside of Venezuela. They have either 3 jobs. They work from Sunday to Sunday. The only time free that they have is 10 o'clock in the evening until 5 o'clock in the morning, only to sleep. And then sometimes they just send videos on TikTok. Do you think that I don't know anything? I see everything. I'm a person, I'm a regular man. I'm just pending of everything. I know everything. And what I don't know, I'm told. So, they are being despised. So I'm going to persecute, I'm going to get you, I'm going to deport you. In the United States, they threaten them to deport. Or am I saying something which is wrong? In Peru, in Chile, Ecuador, they are persecuted. They despise them. They tell them very terrible things. There's xenophobia against the Venezuelan women, xenophobia against the young people. So you are the mirror, the beautiful mirror of Venezuela, because you're showing, you're demonstrating that in Venezuela you can do it. You can be happy in Venezuela, that it's possible to go into business, that we can be happy, that we can grow in Venezuela. I'm going to just put my own business of Salsa Brava, a discotheque of Salsa Brava with Silita. It's going to be called Rumbea with Silita and Nico. You are invited. Do you like the idea? Okay, you haven't realized that. You haven't thought about it. I leave that idea to you. That works, you know. That works a lot. That gives money. So we're not going to sell liquor. It's going to be sold only juice, green juice. We're going to put some flour inside. So they tell me that you can just put in cocuy in the green juice. So Falcón y Lara are actually tied. So then, I'm telling you that on Thursday today, you're going and you're going to have fun around. Those who have a boyfriend or girlfriend, you take his or her hand and go around. On Friday, you cannot say anything. On Saturday and Sunday, you invent something, you make up something, an outing there, an outing over there. Or aren't we that way? Because in Venezuela, we work to live, and it's not, we don't live to work. That is the big difference with our philosophy. Here in Venezuela, we work to live for the happiness of the family, for the happiness of the family, of yourself. And the Venezuelan people don't like to be exploited, and we don't like to be maltreated, and we don't like to exploit people or to maltreat people. I know it. Even Delcy, you know that, Delcy. Celia knows it. I know it. That even big businessmen that have 1,000 employees, I know employees that have a humane vision, and they take care of their employees, that they take their vacation, that they go to holidays to celebrate their birthdays. You know, that is Venezuela. That is Venezuela is the land of humanism. Venezuela, where everybody is equal, the land of love, that we love each other, the land of peace. That's the beautiful of Venezuela. That's the beauty of Venezuela. Do you like to hate? Do you like to be hated? Do you prefer love or hatred? Do you like violence? Do you prefer peace or violence? Do you like intolerance? Intolerant people that does not bear people that are thinking otherwise or differently? Or do you like tolerance, the dialogue, the harmony, the good manners, democracy? The destination and the destiny of Venezuela is a country of tolerance, of love, of peace, of democracy, of freedom, of brotherhood. Like the Bible says, Love each other. Love love yourself, each other. Men and women, women and men. And by loving each other, we are happy. And I have dedicated my life, and I have sworn my life to live for love, for peace, for the beauty, for the big. And ask God to give us His blessing always. This is very beautiful here, Delcy, to do business together. Look at the concept. These are the values of Venezuela of the future. Constancy. I always love you. I also love you, and I love you all. And we are together with love, but because of our love. Love is joining us together. We are not joined by hate, we are joined by love. For life, for the family, for the homeland. I was saying how beautiful these concepts are. If we could form all people based on these concepts, we will heal the country of fascism. We heal all the wounds of hatred that the fascism saw. So we have to heal those wounds. We have to say no to hate, to violence, to fascism, not to violence. Peace, peace, peace. Or do I say it in English?
Love and peace. Forever, forever. Love and peace. Mira, constancia.
Look, constancy, perseverance,
seguridad,
security,
paz,
peace,
paz, paz,
peace, peace, peace,
amor,
love,
tecnología.
technology.
Aquí venimos, ¿ves?
We hear here confidence, loyalty,
progreso,
progress,
fe,
faith,
unión,
union,
esperanza.
hope.
¿Y qué es la esperanza?
And what is hope?
Como lo dice la palabra.
Like hope, like the word says, hope
Es esperar
is to
lo mejor.
expect the better, the best.
Cuando tú dices, tengo
When you say I have hope
en el futuro de mi
in the future of the country, of this family, I hope in me, I hope in my future, I hope in Venezuela, is because you expect, because you hope for the beautiful, for the good thing, for the best. And we have demonstrated that united, persevering with constancy, with peace, and with love, we can move on with loyalty in the progress, and we have faith in ourselves, we have faith in what is ours.
Mira, aquí quedó prendido.
I have moved here with this.
Ya les cayó el financiamiento.
Okay, then now the financing have arrived to you?
Banco de Venezuela.
Bank of Venezuela.
Bueno, ya le va a caer.
Okay, you have to wait. It will be.
No nos vamos de aquí hasta que le
We're not going to leave here until you get the finance.
Bueno, pilas, pilas. Equipo
Okay.
tecnológico.
The technological team.
Yo quiero hacer un paso
I would like to pass
porque estoy hablando
because I'm
precisamente
talking
de curar las heridas,
about healing the wounds,
del odio,
hate,
de la violencia.
of violence.
Fíjense ustedes,
Look,
tenemos que sanar
we have to heal
las heridas creadas
the wounds created by the violent outbreak that we lived on the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st of July. And it was defeated in 48 hours.
Ustedes vieron
You
lo que
saw
hicieron con
what
una
they
muchacha
did
emprendedora
with
y
the
su familia en La
businesswoman
Guaira.
and with her family in La Guaira.
Salvamos
We
a
saved
miles
thousands of business people in the country of those gangs, criminals,
drogados
drugged,
y armados.
and armed.
Se puede llamar
Can
eso
we
como
call
que
that
fue una
that it
protesta.
was a protest?
Es una protesta que
Is
va
that
en el
a
emprendimiento
protest
de alguien.
to burn the business of somebody? This is a protest to burn a hospital, to burn a bus.
Eso se llama
That is called
terrorismo.
terrorism.
Ustedes están más clarito que yo.
You're much clearer than me.
Entonces tenemos un video.
So we have a video here.
Yo no lo he visto. Me dicen que
I haven't
es
seen
bueno.
it. They said that it's very good.
Me aventuro a ponérselo
I
sobre esa experiencia.
dare to put it on about it, and afterwards, after that video, we go to La Guaira so that you can see how wounds are healed, and it's completely healed, and it's much better. From the worst, we take out the good. Go ahead with the video. A group of young people came here in this market. They just turned the door down and they started to looting all the stalls. They just destroyed all the glasses and they took all the merchandise. They left nothing here. I know that you saw that in the picture, in the movies, in propaganda. People are full of hatred and violence. And you say, no, that cannot be happening here in Venezuela. And now that you could see that and have this, the sacrifice that all the years you trying to put up a business, that this happened to you, and then you feel like devastated. She knows what had been hard for them just to do something so small business, even a sale of empanada. Nobody has to destroy what you have made. So then you ask yourself, how do I start again? I thank very much because they moved and they came here right away. The response was very fast. Not even a week, only three days. In 3 days, we had some things. We have bought some things and we were open. I wouldn't experience this anymore, not even myself or anybody else, that this happened again. It's material, but you know it hurts. We have to keep peace. So that you can see how we have to heal the wounds with work, with love, with patience. And no more violence, no more destabilization, no more guarimba. We are the one in charge of peace, and I guarantee you, absolutely, that there will never be violence in this country ever, and I will guarantee peace, tranquility, the coexistence, and the economic work, because we have to concentrate ourselves in the work, in the economy. If the economy goes well, we can do everything else. But so that economy goes well, and when I talk about economy, I talk about your economy, the business people, cooperative, community people, industrialists, agriculture people, production, economy. We are all economy. Or is the economy belongs to only one sector? No. Like some people have tried, some names have, because of their names and blue blood, they think that they are the owners of the wealth of this country. Is that democracy? Is that can be considered a society? A society for what? A society to function, it has to take into account all the members. And the best way to live the true democracy with the constitutional concept of social democracy, of justice, is that the capital is democratized, is that wealth is democratized, is that everybody has a way of living, of working, and to subsistence. But so that we can achieve that, we have to achieve also peace. Okay, we're going to Guaira now. Now we have in the community market with Cesar Nieve in the parochial of state of La Guaira, the authority of the special economy zone, Marcos Melendez, the businessman Pedro Medina, the businesswoman Melina Rodriguez, and I would like to see how they have healed the wounds of hatred, the healed of violence and guarimba. Okay, go ahead, Miguelina. Good afternoon, Comrade President. We are here, yes, with Miguelina Rodriguez and Pedro Medina, and we are touring around these markets, this commerce of the business people that were victim of violence, of the comanditos, of the terror comanditos. We are here with the first one of them. Okay, what is your name? I am very thankful because they fulfilled what they committed, what they promised, that they were going to help us immediately, and in 3 or 4 days they helped us a lot, and by the weekend we were working. And how is the sales going? Excellent. We're selling it well in this business. So these are the wounds that are being healed. Okay, tell us a little bit this experience, this nightmare that you lived in those moments. Okay, Mr. President, my name is Miguelina Rodriguez. In this community market we are talking about, we are very happy with what is happening here because in this market there was happened something horrible like a movie, but this movie the following day it was a dream, because the people that we have here, as you see, and you see I have one of the girls that was attacked. What did you feel when you saw that from outside and you saw that vandalism outside? What did you think? That was a very sad night to see our places empty, that a number of children, because there were actually boys that attacked our stalls. So many years that we have been working was a very sad moment and a very disillusioned moment, and thank God, and thank the President that gave us the help, and thank God it was very rapid. Since we thank, because we are very happy, because that was, as she said, a dream that was broken, but afterwards a dream that was made real afterwards. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Now we have Pedro Medina. Okay, tell us about, you are the father of one of the girls that was viral in the social media, and you know you are the founder. Tell us about the experience. Okay, Mr. President, how are you? My name is Pedro Medina. I'm here in the community market. I'm one of the founders of this market. I have been here for 11 years since it opened its door, and I thank you very much for everything that has been achieved. That night was horrible. I was sleeping, and they called me when I came here. There was nothing. I sat down to cry. My daughter was crying. My father was also crying, and a comrade that came here, he lived the same experience with us. Good afternoon, Mr. President Nicolás Maduro. Blessing to you. Thank very much for everything, Mr. President. Thank a lot. On behalf of this community market, I thank you, because you just actually supported and contributed with us and to allow us to move on. And also thank Governor Alejandro that also helps a lot. He has supported us, and we're moving upward with force and even stronger every day. Mr. President, you're very kind. We're here, Comrade President, touring around the market. We're going to the main entrance to the community market here. We're arriving here at your place, the place that was shown in the social media that was viral, and many people said that it was only one, but it was 7 families that were affected here. And we're arriving here at your place. Tell me about the changes, about the wounds that have been healed by the Bolivarian Revolution. What you see here was actually glass. When we came here that night, everything was broken, nothing, all the merchandise was gone. They looted everything. When we saw that, we started crying. I sat down, very sad, to see what to think, because all my dreams were actually gone. And at the moment when we were crying, the authorities came and helped us. They talked to us, and the next day they were cleaning everything. The same day in the afternoon, they were starting to put out the glass windows. And on Saturday, we were working, thank God, here again in our space that our commander Hugo Chavez gave us, and thanks to the revolution and President Maduro. That is the invitation to this market where we are now working, where we are showing. What message can you just send our community? Well, the message that I have, and I tell everybody, is that our market, for me, is the best market that we have in La Guaira, which is closer. So I invite all the business people that are here in this place invite all their friends because we have everything. There's nothing missing here. We have pharmacy, we have charcuterie, we have fishery, we have clothing, we have shoe stores. Look, President, we are alive now, broadcast live. So we have a lot of places that we can actually to hold hands and be more united and to work for our Venezuela. We have to work for our Venezuela to be united. More peace and harmony. And my pain is the pain of everybody, because when what happened here, all the people were united. So I invite to our market, to our community market, we're working. We have everything here, and we invite you to come here holding your hands with your friends, because yes, we bet on Venezuela and we bet on our project. We are the best country. And thank Mr. President. We hear Miguelina Rodriguez speaking. Your order was accomplished, and we have here our leader, the governor, that is now present in this market, in this community market. Welcome, Mr. Governor. I'm happy reading, Mr. President. Thank you very much for so much love. I have to highlight that this place before, it was like a warehouse of a beer and the Bolivarian Revolution with our took all these people that are here before. I was also selling clothing in plastic, and came here and constructed this beautiful market for more than 700 business people, and the family economy of these businessmen have flourished, and they have been creating a magic circuit that have been allowing us to rebirth the Venezuelan economy in the middle of so much cruelty and sanctions against the people. This is not coincidence that in the middle of violence they had tried to burn this market down, to loot 7 business, because now is part of the plan that what they had to attack was what is the result of the efforts of the revolution with the people, organized people. That's why they came here to attack with a lot of cruelty these places, but here the people's power, like a phoenix bird, with more force than ever. I'm very much thankful to you. God bless you. We love you, Nicolás Maduro. We love you here in La Guaira. And I love very much La Guaira. That's an experience. It's very good to just draw conclusions. This boy, Alejandro Terán, is a boy from a neighborhood of La Guaira. And I saw him this day when everything was recuperated, delivering the property of the places, giving a step forward like we should do. If you are bitten, we have to move forward. If your business is burned, you recuperate it and to move on. This has been a psychological operation to poison through TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, the social media, to infect Venezuela with hatred. That is why I say no to hatred, to infect Venezuela. And they use all the means available to reach the people to what they like. So now they're using a number of influencers. But it's repeated, the situation. Do you remember the concert in Cúcuta, 22 of February of 2019, a concert, and they were a little bit people that were famous. All of them failed. Those who sang there were actually defeated, because those who made it with us withers away. Don't ask me for why, but they withered. All of those who went to Cúcuta, they were stolen. They were fraud. So Guaidó stole the money because they thought that because they sent some musicians to play there, and the next day everybody could go inside Venezuela and conquer it. They look for influencers because on the social network, we follow the influencers, we follow the artists and the singers because we like the songs, and afterwards they look for the singer and they blackmail him. So delcy is a very famous singer, and then they tell delcy, if you don't come to the concert, we're going to do something. In Miami on Saturday, we will freeze your account, we will open a trial, and you cannot manage to present yourself in the United States or any other place. So then delcy is just pushed against the wall because she's an artist, she's a singer, she's not a politician. So they do that because the influencers, they have been controlled by the social media. I would like to speak with truth. I'm not going to be shut up. I'm going to name them with name and surname, each one of them, the same as I named them during the concert in Cúcuta. Now there's now a woman by the name of Lele Pons. And she from Miami wants to put up a concert in Miami to impose a government in Venezuela. But who told Lele Pons that she's a politician? Who said that the Lele Pons and the artists that are summoned, the same as the Cúcuta concert, should determine the life of the whole country? Okay, they look for so that you see those people in the network and to influence the mind of people. And I tell them, to Lele Pons, don't underestimate the people of Venezuela. You don't know the force, the spiritual force of the people of Venezuela. And you can conspire from Miami, but in Venezuela, the Venezuelans are the one that rules, and the Venezuelans are the ones that rule Venezuela, the women and men of Venezuela. So now Lele Pons is the CNA. What does Lele Pons know about the CNA? Oh, but how much money she's been given. Take care with the manipulation. Be careful with the manipulation. Alert. Be conscious about the manipulations. So as we did with the artists in the concert at Cúcuta, we, the people of Venezuela, will do today, even with more force, the people of Venezuela, to those manipulators, to those who would like to clean the faces of fascists and those violent in Venezuela. We will tell them, we don't want intervention in Venezuela. We don't want fascism. We don't want violence. We want peace. We want tranquility, and we want Venezuela to be respected. I'm in all the games, and if you look for me, you will find me. And I trust in the conscience of the young people, of the women and men of Venezuela. And let not be shut up. Nobody, no artist, national or international, should be blackmailed by these fascists in the world. We're going to put our stance to give a lesson to those who are threatening, to those who blackmail. So those who let themselves be blackmailed once, that's why I woke up on Sunday, last Sunday, in my mind with a phrase, and I said, what is this? The spirit of Jesus in the desert. I told them about this a few days ago, and I told Sylvia, I woke up this morning thinking about the spirit of Jesus in the desert, and I searched when the devil invited our Lord to the desert 40 days, and he tried to deceive him. 40 nights, 40 days without eating. You are the Son of God. If you have power, okay, turn that stone into bread. And Jesus told him, not only of bread the man lives, but also he lives of the word of God. The first round. Afterwards, the devil told him, he took him to the summit of a mountain, and below there was a cliff several kilometers, and he told him, if you are the Son of God, throw yourself down
Y los ángeles te van a
And of
recoger
course,
para
the
que no
angels
te
will
estrelles.
pick you up so that you don't die.
Y él le dijo,
And he told the
no se
devil,
debe tentar
you
la
should
fuerza
not
de
tempt
Dios
the force of
jamás.
God ever.
Tuki,
Took
segundo round.
second round.
Y luego al final le dijo,
And then at the end, he told
no
him,
lo convencía el
now,
diablo,
since the devil was not convincing him, he told him,
mira, lo llevó a
look,
otra colina y le
he
dijo,
took him to
todo
another
eso que
mountain.
tú ves ahí
Everything that you saw
es
there
tuyo.
is yours.
Te entregaré
I will deliver
los
to you
reinos del mundo.
all the
Serás
kingdoms in
el
the
rey
world.
del mundo.
You will be the king of
Yo
the
te
world.
nombraré.
I will name you that.
Y Jesucristo
And
le
Jesus
dijo,
Christ told him,
no creo en ti, diablo.
I don't believe in you, devil.
Sacúdete.
Go away.
Y con la fortaleza
And
del
with
espíritu
the
de Jesús en
spirit,
el
the
desierto,
force of the spirit in the desert,
espantó
he
y
just
derrotó al diablo
scared the
40
devil
días,
away.
40
And
noches.
40 days and 40
No cayó en
nights,
su tentación.
he didn't fall in the temptation,
sus mentiras.
not even in his
¿Y
lies.
por qué yo digo esto?
And that's why I say that, because we should have the spirit of Jesus Christ,
El Hijo de Dios,
the Son of God,
nuestro Señor,
our Lord,
para todas las tentaciones
for all the
satánicas,
temptations, all the satanic temptations, all the evil temptations that are going around, all the manipulations and all the lies.
La única verdad,
The only
al
truth,
final,
in the end,
es lo que somos nosotros.
is what we are.
Como dijera Shakespeare.
Like Shakespeare, to be or not to be.
Y Venezuela,
And Venezuela has decided to be a free country in peace, sovereign and prosperous country.
Óyeme, Alejandro, contundentemente breve, explícame cómo
Okay,
fue eso que ustedes
explain to me briefly
le entregaron a esos
how
comerciantes
how
la
did you
propiedad,
deliver the
que
property
me pareció
to these
bonito tu
business
gesto.
people. I
Un saludo
think
a
it's
Suárez,
very
que está ahí,
beautiful,
mira, metiendo
your
la barriga con
action.
la franela que tiene.
Okay, he's just there.
Adelante.
Cuando nos atacan a la derecha,
When the
nosotros
right is attacking us, we
respondemos
respond,
profundizando mucho más la
strengthening the
con mayor
revolution
justicia
with
social.
more justice,
Ellos
social
hasta ahora
justice. So
han
far,
sido concesionarios
they
de
have
este mercado. Pero como nosotros
clients
ya
of this
observamos
market,
la crueldad y la
but since
maldad
we
de la
have already
derecha,
observed the
que
evil
viene a
of the
saquear
right
sus
that comes
negocios,
here to
de que
loot,
viene
that comes
en una
here
actitud
in a
vengativa,
vengeful
quizá porque
attitude,
prefieren
because
a lo
perhaps
mejor
they
tener
prefer
aquí
to
los
have
galpones de la
here
cervecera,
the
que antes existían
former
como
owners of the
habilidad
beer.
presidente. A todos estos que hasta ahora
So,
han sido concesionarios
those
para
people-
que sean auténticos propietarios.
So let's make those people that were
de cada uno de sus
clients
comercios,
to
y que
become
más
the
nunca
proprietors of their
pueda la
commerce,
derecha
so that the
arremeter contra ellos.
right never
Estamos
come here
protegiendo
to
la
attack them. We
integridad
are
del presidente.
protecting them
Y eso
entirely.
significa
So that
profundizar la
means
revolución
to
como usted
strengthen
nos
the
ha
revolution,
orientado.
as you have already
Adelante,
told us.
presidente.
Go ahead, Mr. President.
Bueno, me alegra mucho
I'm very happy,
y quiero
and I would like
felicitar a esos
to congratulate
nuevos propietarios
all
porque nosotros
proprietors, these all owners,
con este
because
inmenso motor que son
with
los
this
emprendedores y
strong
emprendedoras,
engine that is the
tenemos que crear
entrepreneurs,
miles fuentes
we
de
have to
trabajo.
create thousands of job
Tenemos que crear
sources. We
la
have to
riqueza
create the
social
wealth, the
distribuida
social wealth
en productos
distributed in products
y en nivel de vida.
and in life expectancy.
Este es un camino cierto.
This is a very certain
Estamos del lado
path.
correcto de la
We
historia.
are on the right side of history.
Este es el camino.
This is the road.
Debemos continuar
We should
transitándolo.
continue on that
Lo
road.
encontramos.
We have found
Después de
it.
muchas
Then,
generaciones,
after many generations, we
y
found
más de
it.
un siglo y
And
medio,
more than a century and a half,
Venezuela encontró su camino.
Venezuela found its path.
Este es el camino.
This is the
El
road,
desarrollo,
the
del
road to
trabajo con
development, the
perseverancia,
working with perseverance,
con amor,
with
la
love,
producción de
to
riqueza
production of
y la
wealth
prosperidad
and prosperity,
colectiva,
collective prosperity,
compartida.
shared,
Crear
to create thousands of jobs
millones
and millions
de gente
of
emprendedora,
people, business
de
people,
propietarios
of
que
proprietors
construyen su propio
that
destino.
build their
Los
own
felicito.
destiny. I
Cuenten
congratulate
con
you.
todo mi apoyo.
You can count on me with all my support. Long live the entrepreneurs of Venezuela. Long live peace. Long live life.
Que Dios me los bendiga a todos
God
y
bless
todas.
you, all of
Muchas
you.
gracias.
Thank you very much.
Seguimos emprendiendo.
We
Gracias.
continue our business. Thank you very much.
Todito los venezolanos, ¿cómo dice? Yo nací en esta ribera del Arauca vibrador.
We were live to Venezuela, where the constitutional president Nicolás Maduro offered statements during a meeting with Venezuelan entrepreneurs. During his remarks, the president informed that he is set to sign a presidential resolution to extend a decree that benefits entrepreneurs in their imports and export activities, and also informed that the government will guarantee the financing of over 17,000 projects for the country's entrepreneurs. The president commented that the national resources of Venezuela belong only to the Venezuelan people, and highlighted how the country's economy is growing at a steady pace thanks to the people's will, the entrepreneurs' contributions, and the projects proposed by the government for the past years, which have helped the country to subsist despite the sanctions imposed by the U.S. and its Western allies. The president concluded that Venezuela is a land of peace and called on the people to heal the wounds left by the far-right wing's violent actions following the elections of July 28th. This is all for the moment. Stay tuned with From the South.